Welcome to Future of Flushing. I'm Vito Calisi. With me over here is Jonathan Barron, and with me to my left is Wilfredo Lara.
Thank you.
Your 14 home runs are the second most by any teenager in the Florida State League. Let's talk about your approach at the plate and how you feel with all that power you're showing at such a young age.
Gracias.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me. Basically, talking about power is, it's always been dedication, it's always been hard effort for me. I've always worked hard to gain the power that I have at this age. Basically, just been focused on generating as much of it as it possibly can through dedication, hard work, and work ethic.
Le da muchos honrones.
So this is year 2 for you stateside. You started your pro career in the Dominican Summer League. You played in the FCL last year. Now you're in the Florida State League at just 19 years old. And like Vito said, you've hit 14 home runs. You've had a great season. So I'm wondering how much growth you've seen in yourself from when you first came to the States to where you are now today, 2 years into your pro career stateside.
De Dominicana, yo filmé un poco tarde porque se entró la pandemia.
So my journey in the Dominican Academy was a bit different than most because I got there towards the beginning of the pandemic. So obviously the season, there was 4 months and I couldn't get all 4 months of full the experience, but obviously he signed his contract towards the tail end of that specific season, then working his way through, the Dominican Academy, traveled with the team, played in the Dominican League. Then obviously, was a big gap to, big jump to come to the U.S. and, join the FCL. And there's a huge learning curve for that point, but it's been something that I've thrived in. It's been something that I've enjoyed, and it's been something that I've relished. I got to Port Saint Lucie now with the St. Lucie Mets right last season during the playoffs, and I was able to play a couple playoff games, and obviously we were quite successful at that point. All through hard work and dedication, and all thanks to God.
Gracias a Dios, trabajé fuerte para hoy en día estar logrando lo que quiero. Y estamos aquí dando lo mejor de uno.
And as a follow-up to that, the Mets have a lot of great young talent in the DSL right now. So you've gone through it, going from DSL to stateside. What advice do you have for some of the guys that are getting ready to come over stateside for the first time and join the Mets organization here in Florida?
I would say keep going, keep pushing, hard work, and dedication.
Who are some of your favorite players when you were growing up?
I never had a favorite. I always admired the way I played, and I always admired, my own self-confidence. So, I've always been a huge fan of myself.
That's so cool. Now, I want to say, watching you last night, one thing I noticed about you, 2 things I noticed about you when you get up to the plate. One, I loved the hop skip you did. You did a hop skip. You had the people screaming for you the second you got out there. And 2, you wrote something in the dirt. So tell me, is that hop skip a part of your routine, and what are you writing in the dirt every game?
It's something that gives me confidence, it's something that gives me boost, and something that pushes me to be the best that I can be as a player.
And what are you writing in the dirt?
First thing I do is write the name God, and then afterwards I write the name of my grandma, Domingo.
Love that.
I see you have a tattoo for your grandma on your arm, right,
Yes.
Domingo?
Yes.
So last night we saw you play third base, but in your professional career, you've played first base, second base, third base, shortstop, and all 3 outfield positions, left, center, and right. Which of the positions is your favorite of them all?
I like to play them all. I don't know, I just feel happy playing all positions.
Me siento alegre divirtiéndome jugando todas las posiciones.
And you guys have a great catcher in Vincent Perozzo, but have you ever thought about throwing on the catcher's gear, getting behind the plate just to try it out, say you did it?
Si me necesitan,
If they need me to do it, I'll do it. If they need me to pitch, I'll pitch. If they need me to be anywhere and everywhere, I'll be
Y si mientras yo me divierta jugando pelota, yo lo voy a jugar todas.
Team player, love that.
Your OBP is about 100 points higher than your batting average. Tell us a little bit about that. How do you mix your eye for the ball, getting walks, getting on base?
Yo tuve un poco de
I'll admit I struggle at first. I used to be prone to swinging a lot, my early days over here, but through the coaches and through hard work and dedication, I was able to correct it, and that's how I've been able to improve my game.
Y los coaches me corrigieron eso, y gracias a Dios lo hemos trabajado para tener ese OVP bueno.
So this might be the first time a lot of Mets fans get to see you speak and get to know you. What's a message or something about yourself that you want fans to know on and off the field?
Una persona.
I'm just a happy guy. I always, bring dedication, hard work. No matter if, the good days and the bad, I'll always be there. I'll always try to, deal everything with a smile on my face. And that's as best as I can describe myself, just as a happy guy.
Sí, ni cómo describirme.
Before we started, John was trying to speak Spanish. How would you rate John's Spanish on a level from 1 to 10? And what do you think he can improve on?
Bueno, Jon está so.
Seis.
So.
Seis.
No,
Come on, give me a 6.
I would say just practice Spanish. Spanish is 50-50, and you know more English than I do anyway. So.
All right. Well, here's the thing. If I can get my Spanish up to a level where, as good as you hit the ball hard, I'll be very happy. So that's what I'll say about that. Now, as you guys are about to wrap up the season here with the St. Lucie Mets, you're headed into the offseason. What are some of your goals? What are you going to focus on for the offseason as you get ready for the spring training 2024?
Keep working hard, keep pushing forward, and be smart, and just continue on the same path that I've been to improve myself on a daily basis as an athlete and as a person.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by, and we're looking forward to watching you in your Mets career.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias para todo.
Thank you.